Oropharynx communicate anteriorly with the nasal cavity. Oropharynx communicate anteriorly with the oral cavity, and laryngopharynx communicate anteriorly with the laryngeal cavity. This is nasopharynx. Anteriorly it communicates with nasal cavity, and below it communicates with oral cavity at the level of nasopharyngeal isthmus, which is bounded by posterior border of soft palate anteriorly. On each side there is palatopharyngeal arch containing palatopharyngeus muscle, and posteriorly there is pasa vent ridge. In nasopharynx you will get nasopharyngeal tonsil, which is present on the roof of nasopharynx. This is the roof which is formed by the undersurface of body of sphenoid and the first cervical vertebra. On the lateral wall of nasopharynx you will get opening of auditory tube here, which is present here. It is around 1.2 cm behind the inferior concha, and above and behind it is bounded by one elevation which is known as tubal elevation, which contains the lymphoid tissue and is known as tubal tonsil. Behind this you will get one recess which is known as fossa of Rosenmuller or pharyngeal recess. This is oropharynx. Oropharynx communicate anteriorly with the oral cavity with the help of oropharyngeal isthmus. Above boundary is the posterior border of soft palate. Each side there is platoglossal arch containing muscle of same name, and below it is formed by lower boundary is formed by base of tongue. So here you will get tonsillar fossa. In oropharynx lateral wall you will get tonsillar fossa. The boundary is tonsillar fossa has a base which is formed by posterior 1/3 of tongue, one apex which is at the soft palate, and two lateral wall which is formed by palatoglossal and palatopharyngeal arch, and this tonsillar fossa contain palatine tonsil. This is palatine tonsil. Now come below at the level of epiglottis is communicate with laryngopharynx. So this is the laryngopharynx. Laryngopharynx communicate anteriorly with the laryngeal cavity at the through the laryngeal inlet. So I will show you the laryngeal inlet boundary. Upper border of laryngeal inlet is formed by upper border of epiglottis. Each side it is formed by airy epiglottic fold, and posteriorly it is formed by interarytenoid fold. So the content of laryngeal inlet is, here you will get pariform fossa. So one boundary is formed by airy epiglottic fold, other boundary, lateral boundary is formed by the lateral lamina of thyroid, and above it is separated from vallicula by lateral glossoepiglottic fold. This is vallicula, this is pariform fossa. So pariform fossa act as a lateral food channel in lower animal. It is a catch point for foreign body when we eat something, and it is also used by smugglers to hide precious thing from the police.